Barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. So, Errol Spence and Leonard Bondu does over 6 million viewers, over 4.6 million TVs and 6 million viewers. And I totally get how they did those numbers. I don't know if it was Al Heyman's game plan or if it was a coincidence, but right after the U.S. men's basketball team got their gold, it immediately transitioned into the Errol Spence fight. And I believe it was intentional because there was no pre-fights. You know what I mean? I believe once they got the programming, I think they condensed it and or edited it. So it's just that fight showing. And they were hoping and praying that Errol Spence knocked the shit out of Leonard Bondu, in which he did. Now, they said their retention rate was well over 70%. I don't know if the viewers thought it was a part of the Olympics. I don't know. Don't care. But let me ask you guys, do you want $1 million in ones or do you want it in 100s? $100 bills. It doesn't matter. It's still $1 million. They had over 70. They had 70% retention rate, which means that Errol Spence was doing a hell of a job in the ring. And so the haters are going to say it's inflated because of the Olympics. Yes, but what you want to do is engage a new audience. You understand what I'm saying? Just use me as an example. That's why I talk about hip-hop, social issues, is because I know I'm going to galvanize the boxing community eventually. The more and more they hear me, the more and more they see me. But in order to branch out into a wider audience, I have to talk about more stuff. That's why I didn't name it Frederick Hawthorne's boxing channel. You know, I talked about what we do in the barbershop. We talk shit. We talk about the community. We snap on each other, whether we talking about some dumb shit that happened on TV or whether we talking about some politics or whether we're talking about sports. You know, that's the stuff that goes on in the boxing ring. But getting back to this, I know Al Heyman is sitting in his big boy chair like, we did 6 million views. The sky is the limit. Now, yes, it's an inflated number because of the Olympics, but that's the game plan. I believe it was intentional once they found out the programming. You know, I don't believe it was intentional if this fight was planned 3 months ago. They didn't know the actual programming, but once they did, they changed the time to 2 o'clock. So I didn't watch the fight live. I TiVo'd it, so now they had 6 million and 1 viewers. But congratulations to PBC. As you know, I'm a big fan of PBC. I have allies in PBC, so I am a biased reporter. So, you know, we're all getting together to watch the fight tonight, toe-to-toe Tuesdays. My favorite fighter. Matter of fact, I was going to do a separate video, but Sweet Hands, Adam Plant. I love that kid Plant, man. You know, I'll tell you guys a story I had on Adam Plant, and I'll get back to Errol Spence. I apologize for me jumping, but I got to get out. I got to head to the valley, and I got to beat traffic. So, but anyways. The night we screened the movie with Floyd Mayweather and everyone there, January before the Robert Guerrero, Danny Garcia, the Tuesday before, he came up to me and was like, oh, let me digress. I had seen him, obviously, fight in December. He fought at the Nokia in December. And I saw him fight, and no, it was the same week. That Tuesday was the fight, and that Thursday was the movie. And I was like, Adam Plant is going to be my new favorite fighter. Like, for real. Like, when I say my new favorite fighter, and I hadn't said a word to him. I hadn't met him yet. I just followed him. This was, I think, my 3rd fight seeing him fight live, not in tape delay or not on YouTube. And I said, I really like this kid. He's going to be my favorite fighter. And coincidentally, that Thursday, he was still in town. He came with Sam and everyone else to the screening. And that guy walked up to me and says, man, that movie you did and how you portrayed Floyd Mayweather was unflippin' believable. You know, we use other words and we talk, but, you know, and I was like, I genuinely appreciate it. And I was like, man, you know what the funniest shit ever was? Tuesday, I saw you fight, and I says, you're my new favorite fighter. And we hit the kinship. We talked, we snapped, we hung out, and I actually hung out with him briefly Saturday. I actually interviewed him too Saturday after the Robert Guerrero and Danny Garcia fight, WBC belt. And we talked for like about 40 minutes, man. 10 minutes on camera and about 30 minutes off camera. And I was telling him, I said, man, you got a chance to be the best fighter in the world. I says you have the complexion for the protection, but you got the swag of an urban kid. You know what I mean? Black, Mexicans, we all blend in together when we're in the city. So And I says, man, if you market yourself right, you're going to be a mega star. He's like, for real? I says, yes, I'm telling you, man, you got a chance to put the boxing world on its ears, because, I mean, white girls are going to love you. You're a handsome kid. You should see the way he dressed. So I'm not sure if they're going to show him how he dressed outside the ring, but he kind of dressed like Pharrell mixed with Kanye West. If you put Pharrell and Kanye West together, you get Adam Plant. You know what I mean? And he's my new favorite fighter. I think I've told you guys in the past. You can hear the excitement in my voice. I'm talking more about him than about the 6 million viewers. But so me, Sam, Ronald Mixon is fighting. That's who we're going to fight. He's one of our fighters. And we watching him fight tonight. It's his first fight on TV. So we all getting together, going to eat some pizza, eat some potato chips, and hang out and just have a great time and talk shit. So make sure you watch tonight. Adam Plant is the main event. I love that kid. When I say I love him as a fighter. And Google his story about his daughter. I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to paraphrase it. Just Google him and his story about he and his daughter. You're going to like him even more. And people boo him because he's not exciting, because he floats like a butterfly and stings like a bee. I love him. You know, I'm a fan of Adam Plant. Oh man, he makes boxing look so easy and effortlessly. You know what I mean? So I'm rooting for you, Adam Plant. And I wish you well tonight. I wish Ronald Mixon well tonight. You know, my friend got a lot of money. I got a little bit of money invested in Ronald Mixon. So we need him to win tonight. It's his first fight. So anyways, getting back to the 6 million views. I know Golden Boy and Top Rank is like, shit, we on Estrella TV and HBO is cutting our budget and that motherfucker got 6 million views. I'm taking that motherfucker back to court. But at the end of the day, I think, quoting my Adrian Broner in me, at the end of the day, I think it's all going to work out for everybody. You know, I think Golden Boy is going to realize that he needs PBC. In actuality, PBC don't need Golden Boy. Currently, right now, don't need Golden Boy at all. We need them to work together because we need Canelo to fight these big fights. We need all his young up-and-coming fighters to be tested like the Diego De La Hoyas. You know, he's going to be I think he has a chance to be a star. But, and Manny Pacquiao just ceased his contract with HBO. So that tell you where the law of the land is. Between streaming and PBC with these free fights, people aren't going to pay $17 a month when PBC is putting on 8 cards a month. 8 to 12 cards a month PBC is putting on. You know what I mean? Between the new and improved Friday night fights and toe-to-toe Tuesdays. You know, we got this fall, we're going to have football on Mondays, boxing on Tuesday, NFL on Thursday, boxing on Friday, boxing on Saturday, college football on Saturday, and NFL on Sunday. Man, you talk about a sports fanatic's dream. Come on, man. It don't get much better. So I'm very happy for PBC. I root for them more than anyone else, obviously, for obvious reasons. And I root for Top Rank. I actually took, and just to give you guys an idea of my character, and I'm not selling myself at all, but you know, people are going to say I'm biased. Yes, I'm biased, but I believe I'm fair to a certain degree. I walked up to Bob Arum after the fight and I said, man, thank you for putting on this fight. Thank you for it didn't get on camera, but I said, thank you for putting up this fight. Thank you for putting up your money, because I know HBO didn't give you the money. I appreciate you for what you did. And if you look at my videos I did after the Terrence Crawford Postol fight, you'll see that I am in gratitude. I mean, Bob Arum pushes my buttons sometimes too. I hang out with Bob Arum every Friday, Saturday, and Thursday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday of every fight that he puts on. And together, I probably get about 2 hours with him throughout the weekend, just interviewing him, hanging out with him, round tables, etc. He's very accessible. He pushes my buttons. He tells me stuff I don't want to hear sometimes, and I often disagree with him, and he knows that. You know, he knows my editor very well. And but what Bob Arum did for us for the boxing, I mean, is putting up his own money, knowing he's gonna lose. Let me ask you guys. I know I'm across the board talking about PBC and talking about 8 different things in this video, but who starts a business or who puts up money knowing they're going to lose? I know he's made millions and millions and millions of dollars in the past, but if you know you got to put up $6 million knowing you're only going to get a $2 million return on your investment, you're going to lose $4 million, you got to pay purses. I don't know what the purse, I'm just guessing. I would say the total to put on that fight was probably $3 million, and he probably got $1 million back. You understand what I'm saying? So he probably lost $2 million. So I'm grateful that he did it. So, and I think all these entities need to get together. I think PBC is in the lead right now. I think the lead is increasing, especially with this fall card coming. And if Deontay Wilder gets healthy next summer, we'll have Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder. That should look good. I know some fights that's coming. I don't really like disclosing it just because, you know, you guys know my relationships. And I'll let the other guys report them. But I'm very excited about what's coming up in boxing. And PBC lead is widening. I think Golden Boy is digressing right now. And I think Top Rank is searching for a new avenue. But they have Terrence Crawford and Manny Pacquiao. So regardless of what you say, those names stop you for a split second and say, let me check this out for a second. You know what I mean? Manny Pacquiao is not the star he once was, and Terrence Crawford is not the star he should be. But it's coming. So congratulations, 6 million viewers. I'm rooting for you, Adam Plant. You're my favorite young fighter. I absolutely love how you fight. I love your swag. I love your story with your daughter. And 3, I forgot what the third one was, but I hope that we work together. These entities work together so we can see Canelo fight these big fights, and Manny Pacquiao get in the ring, and Terrence Crawford fight these big fights, because we need them. We want to see it. So anyways, Barbershop Conversations. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. 6 million viewers. Damn, that's a lot of people. So anyways, Barbershop Conversation. I thank you for the Olympics, for allowing them to set their mark. And we're going to have a good time watching this fight. I think it's 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock on Fox Sports 1 tonight. So anyways, Barbershop Conversations, 6 million viewers, PBC, all-time record. Adam Plant, we love you out here in LA. I appreciate the respect you had for me, and the feelings mutual. And I look forward to seeing you fight tonight. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.